Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Hey. Pretty good. How you doing? Back. Go back. Do a side op or two and then move back to the main ops. Side ops. Prisoner extraction. 11. How many are there? Between 37 and 47. Are they all prisoner extractions? There might be another mission variation in there. 748. Or legendary animals. What else fills it all in? Wandering Mother Base soldiers. We have more of those that aren't unlocked. Unlucky dog. Heavy infantry. Quick little mine clearing. Most of those are quick. Yo! Jim, what's happening? How you doing, man? Higher grade versions. Fulton. Talking about Fulton. E-Dog. Perfect for mine clearing. Where you going? And where are you going for the holidays? Holidays? Are you celebrating the American Independence Day? What's the occasion and where are you going? "7 days on Santorini Island." I don't know Santorini Island, but is it, how far is it from Greece? Yeah, Crash has been asking me some Blood and Wine, asking about Blood and Wine a bit. Saw in chat, we started whispering, but in NG Plus, the levels were quite high. Still managed to out-level a lot of the Blood and Wine quests just by starting at the appropriate level. Running some of the quests very quickly became 5, 10 levels higher than some of them, but even by the end, a lot of the quests were still good. And upscaling was a great feature to add. I don't know if they... How well did they fix that bug? The patch that they issued, the 122 patch for Witcher, which we got to benefit from for the last few days of Blood and Wine. Did we figure out? I don't remember. Did we figure out if they fixed the enemy upscaling, which would sometimes take enemies down to 1? Level 1, level 2? Is that still happening? What was the DPS on your swords at that level? I don't remember the number, the DPS. It was good. I mean, sword damage was awesome. It is a Greek island. Name is Santorini. $3,800 on your silver, $2,600 on steel. I don't know if anyone has that number in their head, but if anyone remembers, I see a mine. Slowly walk the corridor. Well, I played with the legendary. What did they call it? What was the update? Grandmaster Legendary. What was the name for the updated versions? Most recent updated versions of the armor. I did do that. It was the Wolven set, but I was only wearing pants and gauntlets and boots. Missed one. Crap. Grab this one first. Grandmaster Wolf, yeah, Grandmaster Wolf. I got a few of the other schematics, maybe all of them. I think I went around and got all the quests for all the new schematics done. Didn't make too many. Prestige, are you out there by chance? I don't think Prestige is here right now, but he might have had a comment on YouTube about having 100K, and I must not have gotten all of those. Well, I did not get them all made. That's true. I also lost. Didn't we lose 100K, or was it down to like 60 at that point? Whatever it was, I got robbed at one point of more money than I had previously ever even had in the game. Some guard robbed me. Got in a fight. Not with the guard, but the guards were there in the fight. And I ended up fighting the guards as well as whoever I was supposed to, trying to fight. Heavy Infantry 5. That... Not yet. Do it. It's right up the street. Jim, I got your message. That makes sense. I lost a lot of money in my playthroughs getting robbed. Yes, that is true. Anyone ever been robbed in real life? Been robbed? House robbed, or I mean, I don't know, like hugged or held up or anything shitty like that. When I was a kid, traveled to England a lot. Family. Stayed with my mother and my sister at a house that belonged to one of my mother's work friends from England. Film business, and so he wasn't there. We were staying in his house. And the house got robbed while we were staying there, and the weird part was my sister and I saw, and maybe my sister and I saw, who was probably one of the burglars casing the place earlier, and had no idea what was going on. But out the window that I was staying in, saw someone who was wearing a bobby hat, British policeman's hat, and outside the window, and with like a couple orange. Ansel, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. We had like a couple, like a safety vest, orange, bright orange, like you would wear to make sure people saw you were there. Anyways, saw him casing the place, and we got to tell that to the police later after the house got robbed. It was weird. Hey, S rank. Not even a boaster. So Nizzle, how are you doing? Crash, you had your truck broken into. They stole your stereo equipment. Everything. Windows broken. Mercenary, you had someone break into your apartment complex. 10 o'clock at night a few months ago. Were you there when it happened? Besides the S rank, is there any reason I'm here? Yes, we've got some nice. Yes. Okay, that guy's a boaster, but still, we're gonna grab everybody here. You get a Fulton, you get a Fulton, everybody gets a Fulton. Dude. Up in the guard post here. Militaire. Militaire sans frontières. You were home. It was the unit right across from yours. Yeah, Entropic. Me too. Brother! Great minds think alike. I've got security cameras as well. Part of that was just to... I don't know if this will really go. Yeah, there we go. Keep track of the dogs when I was out, but I've got cameras upstairs, downstairs, out front, out back.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
It was mostly because my neighbors got their homes broken. 2 of my neighbors passed away. We don't need to go into it, but I've talked about it before. Each of my neighbors, immediate neighbors on each side, passed away within 6 months of each other, and each of their homes got burglarized while they were empty, which means someone in the neighborhood or somebody was reading the obituaries and robbing the homes of people who had recently died. So I set up cameras too. His infiltration failed. He didn't let him reach the core. If you want to put it in FOB terms. Well, as you may remember, I don't. But I get you. Attempted break-in.
Good guard.
Wow, 1,500's a cool number.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
We don't need that guy. Can I get it in the back? Oh, please, 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 please. No! Oh, that would have been so cool. If you get a sleep grenade in the back of a moving truck, I assume it'll work. It would hit the guys driving. Oh, heavy infantry, that's what I'm doing. DE. There was a reason I didn't go back to the ACC. It's heavy infantry. And then we can move on to a main mission. Go back to a main mission. Well, of course. I'm glad it was only an attempt.
That looks like a boar goat. It's raised for its meat, which is tender and delicious. But don't you go eating it.
Then don't tell me it's tender and delicious. Densa, my man, you honor me with your dilemma. Can't decide between watching TRK streaming the first Deus Ex. I guess his net's all sorted for now. Well, man, regardless, Rock on. Have a good time. What do you think? Sleep grenade? Drop a sleep grenade on this guy in the tower? I think we should. Grenade! Your buddies don't care. I hate to tell you, man. Your buddies don't care. Why did he came down and it didn't even get him? That's interesting. Do they have filters on their mask? He must have filters or something. Completely ineffective.
Dude here.
Dude! The dude abides. What's going on, dude? Well, about smoke. What kind of fancy shit you have built? That's not gonna get to him. Oh, but he is moving in. It is gonna get to him because I got lucky. Yay for getting lucky. Not gonna go 33 meters. Something at a time. Smoke grenade should last long enough for me to get into it where I can stand up and 33 meters won't see me. Knock this guy out. Send him up on a Fulton. He probably still see. Lie down. Probably still sees me, but
He's coming too. Roger that.
he might not. He's a little bit confused. I would tempted to send D-Dog just to wound him for shits and giggles, but I'm worried that he's armored and will end up hurting D-Dog. Yeah, crawl backwards. Doesn't look weird at all. Crawl backwards. Yes, you're a smart one. You didn't see the man crawling backwards in a tuxedo. Guess what? You fucked. What about stun grenades? I swapped out my stun grenades. They might still work with a heavy armored trooper, but
Subject on board.
generally they're
Leave
such
the rest
short
to us.
duration. Sleep grenades, which I could stand to upgrade more, are just so much more powerful. They're stopping for the smoke, huh? I am here for the black root. Black carrot. Oh man, Crash, I've got some bad news. I noped out of the tourney mission. That was like one of the only 3 or 4 missions I didn't do. I didn't do the wine feud. I got pissed off about people who wanted me to solve their problems that seemed, I don't know. Your wine business is your problem. So I noped out of that one. And the tournament, I noped out of the tournament. It was bugged at the time I first attempted it, and then they patched it before I finished the game, but by that point, I didn't want to deal with Fabio and his mess. Once again, situation of, you know, I'm a witcher, you deal with your own problems. I kill monsters. I'm not gonna... Tales of a Smitten Knight you're talking about, right? Yeah, I didn't do it. I heard it was good. I found the NPC thoroughly irritating and unworthy of assistance. That's right, lie down on the second one. I love it. Excellent.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Have 2 containers? Cool, we can ride one of them out. Double-O negative on the Fulton, and I missed it. Oh man, he slipped off when it tilted. I didn't get to grab it. I probably could have grabbed it if I was a little faster, but I missed it. We don't get a ride out. Double-O negative indeed. He does not get his Fulton ride. Shit! There's no more containers. Well. Well. Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Uh, 24 or 25? Let's find out. 5. Bum, bum, bum. 20 guard posts captured. Have an armored vehicle. 25. Aim true, ye vengeful. Mercenary, you like the smooth ride of a wormhole, Fulton. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? E-Dog, quiet. E-Walker, what are we doing here?
Mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
What's going on? I haven't had any ginger ale in the fridge in a couple weeks. Almost. I need some. Good sugar fix would be sweet. Yeah, silencers. So entropic, I understand it does. In this game, the way things play out in the open world, having a silencer, having a tranquilized, silenced sniper is very powerful. In a way, it... Probably talking too much out of my ass here. I really shouldn't go there, but because I have not played Twin Snakes. But Twin Snakes being MGS1 with the engine of MGS2 and having a tranq gun changes the game mechanic quite a bit, right? Because it was built one way and then you get to play it another. Good dog. This was made though to have these things. I don't think it's wrong, and they're not absurd weapons. The idea that you would put a suppressor on those weapons is reasonable. Difference between a silencer and a suppressor? None that I know of, but I don't know my guns, so I'm no authority. Aim true, ye vengeful. The XO and the commander. Okay. Need to pause for a moment to mention something here. D-Dog is awesome. Not what I paused for, but D-Dog is awesome. Fox Engine is possibly the best, or certainly one of the best engines right now, and it's a shame, side note, shame that Konami's going to use it for pachinko instead of cool games. But look at this landscape, which is not meant to be bright and colorful. It is clear. It is very good looking. Think briefly about Uncharted. How spectacular Uncharted 4 looked. Or Toussaint in Blood and Wine in The Witcher. Fox Engine is amazing. But, you know, this is not the most attractive game. The engine is impressive on many levels. And it makes the world feel pretty damn real. It's such a shame that we're not going to see this engine used to bring other things to life, because it's a really good engine. But we get Afghanistan and we get Africa. A slice of each. Too bad we don't get more. Duxie, missed your comment. How do you get so many resources? How are you doing? I missed your comment. A lot of stuff that gets highlighted, which is supposed to make it stand out to me, but the red bars, I tune them out because the bot always highlights everything in red. I wonder if there's a way to separate those. Anyways, I missed you coming in. How are you doing, Duxie? How do you get so many resources? I don't have a real strategy. I just grab what I can when I can. I have a feeling I was given a lot for not having played the game in a while, but having played it before. I'm not sure, but we had a lot of GMP and a lot of resources at the start of the game, and I don't know where they came from because I deleted my save data. What's going on, Critical? I missed you coming in if you came in before. I don't know if you just got here. Thank you for retweeting the stream, and everyone else who tweeted out the stream. Thank you all so much. Cheers. Critical, how are you doing? Silencers, suppressors. Keep silencer makes it less noisy, you mean? Suppressor makes the flash less visible? Really? Like I said, I don't know at all. Thought I saw a diamond, so. And I was around before. Did not track it. Critical, tired. Is that a bit of everything? Anything particular going on? Home and work and all? Home and family and work? Yeah, silencers don't really silence things, do they? They just... That's part of why I thought they might just be interchangeable terms. Silencers are a common name, right? For... I thought suppressors are just a more accurate description of how the noise is somewhat suppressed without actually being silenced. Notice how we don't get stats on the kids, because even though you can rescue child soldiers, you won't be taking them back to Mother Base to train. Well, that's not even true. You will be taking them back to Mother Base to train, but they will not be part of your functional team.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
We're gonna need to put him in a vehicle. Hey, they've got a vehicle. Quiet would have been great here. Quiet would have been great here. What I think is gonna happen is there's gonna be a lot of attention. Pass by. Let's see how far that guy walks. If I knock the commander out, this guy will probably see it. Unless he's about to walk away, and away. Keep going. Going. Not that far from the commander. He's gonna notice. We're gonna have to hope for... Didn't notice? Well, you know, he's a kid. His awareness is not fully developed.
Another group of cows. Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
I can fault in vehicles, I cannot fault in children. You can fault in children in vehicles. Button, who's got a button? Okay. Done here.
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Okay, security will be tighter. Oh, you weren't kidding. They're like coming up right now. And with a helmet. At least one of them with a helmet. Oh, he'll drop in a second. We need the guy in the back. Come on, kiddo. All right. Oh, crap. Who didn't I see?
Disengage or use your tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put
They might actually kill me here. Sucks. It was all going fine. Man, I didn't see him. I didn't think of him, didn't see him. Where's my sleep grenades? That's gonna hit the ceiling. Not gonna help. I'm gonna have to wait that one out. That's really cool. There's a sleep grenade right where my pickup is. Come on, it's gonna tell me. I'm not gonna be able to get there, am I? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me grab him, let me grab him, let me grab him. Yes! Well, we got an alert. We're just about out of here, though. Have a nice ride! Oh god, don't fall out. One of them fell out.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured.
Why did he fall out?
Now you just need to extract the General's number 2.
Sucks. Just send me a vehicle. What? Send me a vehicle. Anything. That'll do. No, God. You're gonna drop it on him and me. Why did he fall out? Is there a trick to keeping him in? Can I belt him in? Wounded prisoners cannot be faulted. Oh, he cannot be faulted even in a vehicle. That's why he fell out? Shit. Thank you.
Roger.
Okay. Well, in that case, go for a drive. Oh, look out! No! Barricade. 3. Ice cream stand.
He hasn't been dead long.
This might be considered an obstruction at the landing site. Let me move him a little bit. Move it a little bit. Go off the edge now.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Hey, Jim, your bags are ready to go. You're gonna eat, and then come back and watch the stream. You might already be eating, but you're still there, Jim. Lucky you, man. You're gonna have a good trip. Gonna go meet some girls, have a good time. JC, what's up? DJ, what's happening? Happening.
Warning.
Survives enemy torture. Dies in car crash. A single car crash. Nice work. Really?
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Bum bum bum. That alert. That was a sloppy alert. That alert didn't need to happen. Guys, that was it. It would have been nice and quiet and tidy. Got up and ran. Hi Lonnie, what are you doing? Table? Whiskey. Whiskey. Such a great story. Main mission. Such deep story. Much character development. Wow. Credits for that. I was the director of that mission.
I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon, and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him.
Did I kill the second guy when he fell out? Did he die?
Number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Did I airlift a corpse without realizing it? Did I airlift a corpse?
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it,
here it comes.
Started popping up on their chests, and...
Is there anything else we need to develop? Now.
I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
God, this is gonna suck. We have a fully loaded mother base. Everything. Do you know how many people are at mother? This is gonna suck! Oh my God! Do you know what we've got to do now?
Look closely.
Oh, this makes my head hurt just thinking about it.
On mother base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms.
Oh!
Most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect...
It's not even easy when you do know.
Use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose...
This may take a while. I'll explain
have no choice.
when Kaz shuts up.
Boss, open your iDroid.
Fuck you, Kaz. Okay. This is both cool, if you don't have to do it. Watch it. And it's gonna suck if you do or you do. Stick with me on this one. Come on, let's see. Let's see who's a real trooper. Yes, anyone who speaks Kikongo. Thank you. Mercenary, you know I've played this before, right? Otherwise, that would be one fuck ton of a spoiler. So, thank you for that. Are you really just trolling, or are you just trying to be, like, super helpful? Anyways, yeah, anyone who speaks Kikongo. One of the cool things about this is that they don't tell you. You get to figure it out. And the first time I played this, I spent a long time going through the menus, just staring at the your crew. What could possibly differentiate a sick person from a not sick person because they don't tell you. Super helpful. Yeah, I think your cap is missing. No, anyways, I managed to figure it out the first time after staring at it, just staring at it for like 45 minutes. So it was cool. It was a nice process of discovery. I sat here. I did not go anywhere until I figured it out, or thought I did.
Staff member suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management.
Is that even Ocelot or Kaz? I don't even know who was talking. I think I warned everyone I would call Ocelot Kaz.
Take a look at the quarantine facility we've set
When
up.
he's just blabbing over the radio, everyone who just won't shut up over the radio is Kaz. Even if it's Ocelot. So you can sort by all kinds of things. You know what you can't sort by? Language. As it turns out, that's what matters. It's something about their mouths. Yeah, there are clues like that. Something about their mouths. You have Quiet, who goes after the guy. She was trying to do something with her knife, get through his teeth. What was she trying to do? We'll probably cut out his tongue. Well, we don't know that much about it. We have to go through the entire staff. 879 people and quarantine everyone who speaks Kikongo. Yeah, just put everyone in quarantine. Did I say fire? I don't know. We're gonna quarantine them just like we're supposed to. 879. So why am I waiting? Because this is gonna take a long time. Why don't you get started, Jay? Because it's gonna take a really long time, and the 5 minutes I waste talking about it is nothing compared to how long it's gonna take. So get some popcorn. Smoke them if you got them. I'm actually gonna put on some, let's put on some music. I guess I will just, I can't put on, what? Now that's just mean. You're gonna make me go through a list of 879 people. I suppose I could quarantine someone back out. He'll probably let me put on a tape after that. Quarantine. No, not good enough.
We'll quarantine the staff you specified.
Not good enough to listen to
Did you
music?
figure out what's causing the infection?
I did. Wreck you too, not cause. Staff management. So, Kikongo, every time see someone, Congo as a language.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified.
Oh, this
Did you
is
figure out
gonna
what's
suck.
causing the infection?
So that he won't let me put on a cassette is brutal.
Quarantine the staff you specified.
Quarantine Fury.
What's causing the infection?
It's a good point, Thevi. You can't sort on language because people speak multiple languages. How to sort those? Well, you could have a sort that just stacked all the people by the selected language and disregarded the others. I don't know. It's a good point, but there would be ways. There could be some middle ground. Let's put on some music that won't get copyright smacked. Because we're gonna need something. This is all Circle of Alchemists. A German group. A lot of different electronic music. Everything from, well, a variety of electronic styles, since there's such a breakdown anymore. Call to Dance, Prime Age, Eclipse, The Golden Path, Northern Lights. I usually have a ticker when there's music playing, but it's gonna take a while. So how's everybody doing? What's up, Death King?
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection? All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
It's gonna be about a quarter of the staff? More?
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure
You can
out
mark
what's causing
multiple
the infection?
guys. Select, deselect. Cool. Oh, thank you. You know what? You're awesome. I didn't notice that last time. That would have saved me at least a lot of time. Thank you, you rock. That was cool. It's right on the screen. It says, it's right. Mercenary, 18 in Life by Skid Row. Man, I love the song. And I remember the video for that. I have the CD. CD! But we're not going to deliberately play something that will just get copyright smacked. This may not get muted. I may not have to cut a separate VOD. I'm 3 uploads behind on stuff I had to cut from MGS because from a local VOD. Normally, the stuff on Twitch just gets exported to YouTube. But if it gets muted on Twitch, I have to cut it locally and upload it separately. And I have cut 3 pieces, whoa, that are missing. But I haven't uploaded them yet. You just forgot this and powered through to find the cure. Oh. Yeah, not everyone is going to single out Kikongo, so they had to have options for getting through the game without doing that. Quarantine Huey now. He'll never get cooked by Hal. Oh my God. Called The Prime Age, this song. Circle of Alchemists, very cool. Has anyone seen Kath in a little while? It was Lamia and Catherine and a few other people. Already get selected. Why are some of these people? Combat unit. What? Please tell me all these people stayed checked that I just checked. When did we move off of? They are still checked.
Who's already symptomatic in the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that
did I hit the bumper when I wasn't looking?
Infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way
every
to
team's
tell
gonna
them
lose the
apart.
rank here.
But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign
When did I end up on the
staff you
combat
suspect
staff
are
instead of the
infected
all
to the
staff
quarantine
page?
facility. We'll monitor them
Start at the
and
top.
contact you if there's a
We got
change
41
in their
people
condition.
moved.
Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections.
Well, it hasn't been that long.
Continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic.
Keeping in touch with her a bit
Also,
on
until we
Discord.
identify the pathogen, we
But it
can't
has been a
fire
couple
or
weeks.
Dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Ibling Zombie, how are you doing? I'm looking for people who speak Congo, so I'm going to be just staring at this menu for a while. Because I built the base all the way up, and I have 879 people on Mother Base. So this, I mean, look at how I'm just... Really, do you think we're gonna be here for 20 minutes? No, we're gonna be doing this for an hour. An hour! Put on a movie or something. Go enjoy some self-love. I don't know. But, props if you stick it out. This is like doing pull-ups in Mass Effect 3 at the Citadel party. But worse, because this is way longer and you don't even get James giving you shit. I don't know, mercenary, it's all about the same. Either way, the lists look the same. You can break it down however you feel comfortable. The problem right now is the size of the base, not the breakdown. It's just the volume. A lot of people. We might not really be here an hour. It's gonna be more than 20 minutes. What's up? What's up? Ah, Keepa, you came here because you had no movie to watch. Well, we will, of course, be getting back to more interesting things as soon as possible. I have never walked away from the, it's only a third playthrough, but I have not walked away from this before. You can just let the disease run rampant on the base and move as quickly as possible to resolve it. You don't have to quarantine everyone. But if you do quarantine everyone who has the potential of spreading the illness, lives can be saved. The outcome can be better. But I haven't done the others, so I don't really know. A lot of Kikongo speakers. What is with this group in a row? This is like 100% of the base, but not really. It shouldn't be. There should not be. And we're losing everybody. Everybody speaks Kikongo. You speak Kikongo. You speak Kikongo. You all speak Kikongo. Everybody's gonna die. Come on! You would think this was sorted by language. Quidias, this was my dilemma the very first time when I didn't know what I was looking for and I was trying to analyze what I was seeing and I was looking for similarities in the sick individuals. And when I started to think about language, it was weird because I had to reach that conclusion where I go, seriously, it's a particular language, it's a particular ethnicity. We're going to quarantine everyone of a particular, you know, it's language, it's not strictly ethnicity, but there it is, and it sure feels like that when you're doing it. How weird is that? It was weird. Making the decision in the face of the awkwardness of that, to quarantine everyone who spoke a language and going, I have no idea if this is going to help, but let's do it. Yeah, That's how it felt. This song is called The Golden Path. This is all still Circle of Alchemists. Nice, critical. Thank you again, man. That would be nice. Hey, Chi, what's happening? How you been? Bum, bum, bum. This is nice. A large group who are not Kikongo speakers. Click, 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 click. Much easier to just click the same button. But there are some more. Okay. Kikongo. Back at it. We're about halfway through the list. If I reassign the ones I've already checked and then go back to the list from scratch, it'll look like we're at the top, but we would still be halfway through the list. I'm tempted to do that. I don't know if there's a way to accidentally deselect the whole list, but I'm afraid that there is. That would suck. No, I'll just keep going. And we're going to be assigning about 400 people to quarantine for getting through the list. That's a guess. It could be more. Update for Uncharted. Thevi, what was there anything in the notes that was interesting if you saw them? This song is called Northern Lights. You started Hearts of Stone, Chi. First boss fight is the most boring thing in the game so far, but it's been great otherwise. Are you talking about that, the big thing? That thing? I thought that was a kind of cool fight. That's the one you're talking about. Shit. Did I just fly by Kikongo? I think my brain skipped a beat. No? No, but he said Hearts of Stone. Hearts of Stone. Not Blood and Wine. Bum, bum. Oh. Getting there. The Hearts of Stone DLC story grew on me. I did not... there's a lot I didn't understand going through it the first time. There's still, I'm sure, plenty I don't quite get, but it's a good story. The whole flavor of the DLC is excellent. As pretty as Toussaint is, I think I like the story in Hearts of Stone better. But Blood and Wine was... I love the monsters, the fights, the setting, and the freshness of it. Hearts of Stone felt like it was in the existing world, and Blood and Wine feels like it's in a whole new place because it is. Yeah, Densa, agreed. That's what I'm saying. It's Nearly Headless Nick. Why do they call you Nearly Headless? Black Scarface. Hello, hello. What's going on? Oh, man. We're 3/4 of the way through the list. Can't believe it. We're gonna need a couple more songs, though, because we're not done. Time to experiment. More songs that I don't know well enough to play during breaks, because I can never remember which are which. Hey, Johnny. It has been a while. Devi, this is definitely the most boring part of the game. Can't argue with that. Guess what? We're almost done, though. Almost done. Good music going. So otherwise, I might fall asleep. I don't fall asleep during 24-hour streams, but I might fall asleep during this. If I had to do this during a 24-hour stream, we'd all be in trouble. I ever picked poison ivy, medicinal plant that has 3-pointed leaves and a red stem and is often found growing up the trunks of trees and along fences and poles. In my life? Yeah, probably. I'm not sure it's true anymore, but years ago I was not generally affected by it. I remember some silly incident at summer camp where I was like, I don't get poison ivy. Like, well, yeah, we'll go roll around in that poison ivy, and I stupidly did, and got lucky and did not have a reaction. Anyways, that's the memory. That's the story. Hell if I know if I'm actually, some people just don't react to it. I have not tested that in 20 plus years, and I don't plan to. Leaves of 3, let it be. No poison ivy ghillie suit. Yeah, we cannot quarantine Huey. Cool as that might be. Huey, you're going in there. Couple languages you don't see much. De belle. Belle. Otho. We're gonna make a quick second pass when this is done. Relatively quick. Looking for any Kikongo standouts. I blow by a lot of them, but then I catch them and go back. Generally, I probably missed a couple. It's called The Summoning. Oh, we're almost at the bottom of the list. Kikongo. I'm pretty numb from this. Smoking hog. There's some people who speak Kikongo who are in the brig. We can't really do anything about that. Kikongo. Hey, was that Amber Fox? Hey, everyone remember Amber Fox? There's our porn star. Rock star, porn star, same difference. She's got the fox tattoo. Now that's a tattoo. We could quarantine Ocelot. And Miller. Unhelpful as that may be. But not Huey. Bottom of the list. Okay, 338 people tagged, and I already assigned about 50 of them. All right, let's get it right. Quarantine. Let's put them in the right place. 286. Oh my God.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
I guess the all staff includes the quarantine. So let's. Gotta kind of run through each team real fast. Let me know if you see Kikongo fly by, and I don't. I know I'm not stopping very long, so don't worry about it if you don't see anything and you think it's too fast to see anything. Don't worry about it. There we go, combat unit down. Cursory check. Anybody left? I saw a K. I saw a K. Don't look too hard, you know, just kind of blur your eyes a little bit. Not like I can speed read or anything, but don't think too hard about it. Oh, we got one more song. Well, I can't speed read either, that's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of trying to absorb it all at once. Here we are. Three staff dead due to epidemic.
Boss. Thanks to you, the number of new victims has plummeted. And a common point between the infected. Is it really possible for a disease to spread because of that? Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. On the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to...
Hot dogs!
Where you ran into
What's going on,
Scarface.
hot dogs? How you doing?
This guy might know something
You
about
just
the
came in at the
disease
perfect
going
time.
on Mother Base.
We're
The
done
symptoms
with
are
that.
similar to the ones we saw at that factory.
Wasn't that long.
Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Alright. So, we got a couple tapes, huh? Oh, yeah. This song's got a minute left. We'll let it play. Mother Base, background to the epidemic and identifying the infected. You can let him talk over the music a little bit. It's instrumental.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a sparganum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number of dead, are both on the rise. If we don't find the cause, and soon...
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House? This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane. You mean they weaponize parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the Biological Weapons Convention, but it's something the world would never see coming. And no one's ever developed a vaccine for parasites.
So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa.
It may be. But if it is, how did the Yellow Cake and Walker Gears fit in? There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
The medical team is studying the infection, but we can't treat anyone until we know the root cause. All we can do right now is halt the spread of infection.
Tomas. Tomas.
Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth.
Yeah, I'll never
He's one
forget.
of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became
They
symptomatic
bang?
pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet. Everyone suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility, those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the very least, she does know something.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in the mouths of the infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who've become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
Unlucky dog at Dasmasi Laman. That is where Honeybee took place. Crazy little base. Do a side op. Let's go in, check it out. The upgrade. Bolton again. No, we don't need a vehicle. Curious to see what Quiet would do here. Take the whole place out. I know, Jim. What do you think? So Resident Evil 5, I think I asked you the other day. I don't remember the answer. Is it getting a remake, or is it just, what's the deal? Is there a new Resident Evil 5 version get remade, or just a console update? But I haven't played anything except 4, as you know. Okay, Thevi, have a great night. Be on the other side. Catch you tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, stream tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. So catch you soon.
Fire! Fire at will!
Nice work. Okay.
Stand down! Fire!
On guard, what's going on?
You gotta extract him. subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, either I should stop picking people up, or I'm gonna have to go back and check to see who speaks Kikongo, or ignore it and suffer the consequences. So, indiscriminately fultoning people is
He's
probably
coming
not a
too.
good plan right now.
Roger that.
I just did. The quiet life chose me. I did not choose to be quiet. Find the unlucky dog already. I think it's finally time to clean this place out. Really? You, of all people, you saw that? Hey, quiet. Dude. Right in the... Johnson! Ready, quiet? Shit. Really? What if I tag that guy? Not in the head, but... face. Off center. But, come on. In the face! It's gotta have hit him. Gotta have hit him in a useful spot. Come on.
Cover me.
Капель, Дмитрий 2. Обнаруженная угроза. Всем быть начеку. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Проверьте окрестности. Конец связи.
Ah, God, that got his vest twice. There we go, there we go. Hold still.
Boss, get down.
Really?
The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to see past enemies.
Getting quiet so awesome here. My C4.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost. You gotta extract him. Okay, subject is in. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
This guy dead? Did I just kill this guy? Closer than I thought. Hey, Air Showboat, what's going on?
Board. Leave the rest to us.
Message coming in.
You didn't realize they're both in the same cell. You kept looking for the second one. Iceman, thank you for the host, bud. Welcome back. How are you? It's early. It's early. You feeling okay, man? Did any of the funk from yesterday? Not coming back to get you? I hope not, man. %50 chance. The sandstorm is gonna mess up any Fultoning that I do. My support team's not quite good enough to pull it off in the storm. Anybody we really want to make sure to take back? We can get out of here. I guess we get out of here. Instead of waiting for the sandstorm to finish. Ah, one of those days, man. One of those days. I gotcha. Well, I can only imagine. Everybody's version is their own. I hear ya. Bum, 1%. We have advanced about 1% today. Back to that. Hunting down.
Boss, there's a target on the run somewhere on the Savannah. Your job is to find and eliminate him. He's a logistics officer for the PF known as Rogue Coyote. On the side, however, he colluded with the Buta regime, abducting people from Mbeli villages and supplying them as slave labor.
Message coming in.
That's right.
Sebastian, welcome back.
His victims
How are you
ended up
doing?
all over the place.
I know you've been here before.
Brothels,
Welcome
black
back.
market,
Welcome
orchid
aboard
trade,
again.
diamond mine.
Ryan, thank you for the host, man.
Sent Shibani and the other
Thank
kids
you.
to the Devil's House.
Welcome, everyone.
Then an Mbeli rebel group finally added him to their hit list. The target decided
Jay,
it was
how are you
time to
doing
quit,
all?
and now he's trying to leave the country. If
Got
he
a
makes it
handful
back
of
to his
them.
country, he'll be no more
Beef
than
jerky
a civilian,
bits.
and he'll avoid facing a court-martial, like so many other war biz junkies. I'll bet he plans on enjoying a new live finance with his blood money. The client's order is to take him out.
Ryan, how are things
How you
today?
go about that is up to you, boss.
A long briefing tape. I think this might be the one you can actually end very quickly. If you get in, grab him, and get out fast enough, you can almost do it. I mean, it's almost silly. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's almost silly how fast you can do it. Might even bring D-Walker for this one. Give it a shot. I think I just inhaled some of those beef jerky bits.
Message coming in.
Chronic Bud, what's going on? Thank you for the host. How are you doing? Choking here. Just in case it's the one I'm thinking of. And if it's not, it's not, and we'll deal.
Weed every day.
I'll bring D-Walker out for this ride. In fact, he is our ride. Well, pretty well. Chronic, it's going pretty well. I hope the same for you, man.
Boss, the target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the Savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route. Find the man.
Pinpoint the trafficker's escape route. Eliminate the trafficker. This may not be the one I'm thinking of, but... Bum, 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 bum.
Be careful down there, boss.
Good old D-Walker. Drive mode.
You made it to the Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from.
Uh-oh.
There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere.
Hard to
Have
steer.
the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
Oh, hi. Not like we're making a lot of noise or anything.
It has an antenna. That's got to be where the target's escape route was broadcast.
Oh, Snake, come on. He's so easy to go up over here. Gonna make this so much more difficult than it needs to be.
Precies. Die maatskappy met geen werknemers nie. Dit is die poorke wat die dek aanstaan. Een ou gesê het 'n geraamte in 'n jas ontmoet. Weet jy dit vertel? En hier sou dat Tom met 'n kliënt afgeluister. Raai. Jou chom het dit by iemand anders. As jy kak doen hoe goed. Jy net ten minste
Crashing D-Walker. No such thing has ever happened. What are you talking about? Speak nonsense. Helmet. Go for fleshy bits. No intel file here. I think it's out on the table outside. Oh god. Hey dude. Hi? Oh, come on. Shush! Dude! Not cool. Right here, too. Right here. I mean, it's right here. But we can't grab the file because, you know.
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
I'll show you what I'll do with the intel files. Guess what survived? The paperwork. Paperwork lives through everything. Paperwork is forever. I don't know. Should I load the checkpoint? That was, yeah, we'll go with it. But that's messy. That's so crap. Man, when are they going to be off alert? Next week. Here, wait, but that's boring. Boring. Lost eyes on enemy.
Zoek dekking!
What?
Message
they go,
coming in.
They move in.
Patching it through.
They're going to sleep. How you doing, Mulsey? Here we go. 1, 2. 2 of them. And maybe 3. Anyone who goes over that way? My own sleep grenade. Where did it go? Did it roll down the hill? That sure didn't work. Yeah, we're gonna die. It's okay. I kind of want that to happen. We've got a sniper down here.
We'll need to treat it with first aid.
Or somebody with a rocket launcher. I'm not using deodorant to get out of this mess. That's what Snake does when he smells really bad. He wants you to use deodorant. That's what the extra noise is for. It's telling you to use deodorant. This is comical. Could someone cue the Benny Hill music? Kind of funny. And my axe. It's like a permanent reflex mode, though, when you think about it. You're almost dead, so it's not the most helpful thing in the world. but it is basically reflex mode. So I have reflex mode turned off. Got reload time. Apparently I don't need to use your body spray. Look at this guy, he's frozen in time. Falling at the speed of... This is cool. What's going on, but it's awesome. Uh-oh, better get that reload. This is so weird. This is epic. Dogs. Oh, he's got a helmet. Look at the tracers. It's like tracer rounds. This is so cool. Are you loaded? Are you loaded? Are you good? Let's do this. Not loaded. Come on. Do it. Get me ready here. Come on. This is so awesome. Can we rescue a prisoner in slow-mo? Is that even possible? No, I can't. Oh, man. All right. I concede. It's time to solve all our problems with deodorant. Snake hates deodorant.
That prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help?
Really? Right now? This has got to happen? It's got to go down again? After all that shit? It's gonna go down again? I'm gonna fucking die? After all that? Man. After all that?
Boss, come in.
Intense 20-minute orgasm.
Boss!
That should never have used the deodorant. Should never have used the deodorant. Would have been fine. Slow-mo was the way to go.
Boss, the target is moving across the savannah. Find him and eliminate him. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. Find the route. Find the man. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village.
What if...
It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans.
What if I don't want to find the intel file?
Intel file with the encryption key. This
Do we really need it?
the comms facility
Is it...
at the
Hold on. Is it a...
abandoned village.
Pinpointed the
Check your
traffickers to
iDroid
stable
to see what the
eliminated.
target looks
Nope.
like,
Let's
as well
just...
as the location of the village.
See if we can find him on our own.
The abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere.
Is that the little?
The intel
I see
file
one of.
containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna. That's cool.
Come on! Oh, go up, 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 up! Woo! 3! Oh, we're in the ballpark. We just need to find him. This is probably not such a viable way to do things. The walker thing is just the silliest. Well, yeah, of course it is. But it's awesome. Of course it's silly. It's absurd. It's totally absurd. We're coming up on break time, so what I may actually do, if this doesn't turn into something, just take a break, come back, and try to do the mission proper again. We'll go back to the base, grab the intel file, do all that stuff. I don't know, if I saw some guy driving a robot around at 89 meters, 90 meters, I'm pretty sure that would get my attention. And then when he hit the nitrous, can I can't do anything cool like throw a sleep grenade. Well, I can't do a drive-by sleep grenade. The intel file would help. It would give us a route. Probably be something like this, but I don't know. It could be a vertical route. I don't know where he's running between. This may not at all be the mission I was thinking of when I said, oh, this one might only take 5 minutes. There's one where it might be a prisoner of some sort, but they're out in the middle of nowhere. And a couple guys on walkers are closing in on them. And if you get there fast enough, you can just get there, grab them, get out. It's over. I don't think this is that one. And it starts with the intel file, but... oh well. Take that break. Come back. We'll do this mission proper. We'll go grab that intel file, find the route, find our quarry. The developers of D-Walker forgot to include the self-respect part. Well, let's have some fun with this, shall we? Go right through camp.
An enemy guard post. Ross, let's try somewhere else.
Oh, God, ran him down. Yeah, it was half on purpose. But only half. Oh, that one was totally on purpose. And this is harder than jousting with Roach. Come on now. Ah, missed him. Turn, Roach, turn! Turn, Roach, turn! Oh, toilet! Oh man, this is just a mess. Come on now. Bumper cars. Here we go. Line them up, line them up, line them up. Boom! Ow! But my walker! God. Woo!
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Snake! Snake! Okay. So let's redeploy deploy without D-Walker. Bring either DD or Quiet. Think about who you'd rather bring. And we'll pick. But I'm gonna take about a 10-minute break. I'll see you all real soon. Suicide Walker. Yes, yes. How about a song for the occasion? Drifting. It's about 12 minutes. I'll be back in 12. See you soon.